Hello everyone, this is Shannon from That's So Po, and today I am doing week 3 of my 2020 reads. This week I finished one graphic work, but it was perfect for the season. So the book that I finished was The Midwinter Witch by Molly Ostertag, and this is the third book in the Witch Boys series. This continues to follow Aster, who is a boy in a community of magic wielders where all of the women do magic, so they're witches, and all of the men are shapeshifters, so kind of like werewolves. But Aster is a boy and he does magic. He's a witch. The previous volumes kind of explore him coming out to his family and then learning to accept him, as well as him forming some friendships with some other people. One who is just a normal person, a normal human being, and the other who is another witch. So in this story, they go to sort of a winter retreat for all of these extended relatives who have magical abilities. And in this Midwinter festival, they also have a lot of competitions to crown the Midwinter Witch and the Midwinter shapeshifter. So there's a lot in this about Aster wanting to participate in the competition as a witch. There's a lot of interesting dynamics between him and his mom. I think that it's really interesting how this book really explores family dynamics and the way in which they can be unhealthy, or the way in which you can want to do something good for a person in your family, but in so doing actually make the wrong choice and hurt them instead. So a lot of that was really fascinating. Aster's friends come with him, and one of the side storylines, or maybe even one of the main storylines, is about his witch friend trying to decide what kind of witch she wants to be. And she's got a lot of angst and a lot of feelings about that. I especially loved her sections because the colors for that were really fantastic. They're kind of these blacks and greens and very magical, mystical colors. Overall, this volume had beautiful artwork, just like all of the previous ones. It had a sweet storyline that really examined a lot of issues that might affect, middle grade readers. So I loved all of those things. Another great installment. I did find that this one, I just wished some of the storylines, there were quite a few different ones, had been explored a little bit more in depth, and I wasn't so in love with exactly the way that the story ended. It wasn't bad, but it just seemed very it's sort of like a Disney-like ending. I kind of would have liked slightly different ways of handling that, but I still really enjoyed the volume, so I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. So that wraps up my reads for this week. It was only one book, but pretty apropos for midwinter. I am in the middle of a number of other books that I think I'll probably finish next week, so I'll have some more to wrap up then. I also have a few more videos coming out this week talking about the priorities that I have for 2020, a couple of different ones. So I am looking forward to posting those as well. See you guys next week, and if anybody has read The Midwinter Witch, go ahead and tell me what you thought below.